Good morning, everybody. This is K. Balakrishna. Presently, we are discussing about the topic called as leasing. Leasing is a process of taking an asset on rent. There are two parties in leasing, one is called as leaser and other is called as leasing. Leaser is a person who gives the asset on rent, and leasing is a person who takes the asset on rent. In the present class, we will discuss about what are the advantages and disadvantages of leasing, what are the types of leasing, differences between operating lease and financial lease. Together with this, we will also discuss the details regarding cross-border lease, rights and liabilities of leaser, what is a valid lease agreement. This is a very elaborate class. It takes time, so kindly adjust. What do you mean by leasing? Leasing is a process of taking an asset on rent. Taking an asset on rent is called as leasing. How many parties are there in the leasing? Usually two parties will be present in the leasing. One is called as leaser and second one is called as leasee. Leaser is a person who gives the asset on rent and leasing is a person who takes the asset on rent. Yes. Now we'll see what is the definition of leasing and what are all other aspects. It is a contract in which one party, that is the owner of the asset, gives another party, that is leasing. The owner of the asset is called as leaser, and and to whom the asset is given is called as leasing. Here, the right of ownership is retained, but the asset is given for usage on rent. The leaser will be the owner of the asset during the life period, whereas the leasee will take the possession of the good in case of lease agreement. Lease agreement is a contract between two parties. One is leaser and second one is leasee. Leaser is the owner of the asset and leasee is the another party who takes the asset. And in return for that, they will pay some amount of money in the form of lease rentals. Here, usually fixed assets are given on lease, but it includes a series of contractual agreements and it decides how much amount of rent to be paid in the contractual agreement. It's major features of lease. First one, contract. Between whom the contract takes place? The contract will take place between leaser and leasee. Next, what is shared in the lease agreement? The asset is taken by the leasee to use it. Lease period, the time duration for 1 year or for 99 years or for 50 years, the lease agreement can take place. Can take place from few years to even 99 years also. Rental payments. Rent means usually for using the asset during the lease period, the certain amount of money is charged by the leaser. Maintain. The entire cost of maintenance, repairs, taxes, insurance, and other expenses are paid. It's a term of the lease. Term of the lease in the sense it is the time period after which the agreement will exist. Ownership. The leaser will become the owner of the asset forever, and leasee will just assume the ownership of the asset. Terminating. If any of the party, either the leaser or the leasee, wants to cancel, if the leasee wants to cancel the agreement, it cannot be done. The contract may be terminated by mutual consent, but leasing is a non-cancelable contract. Renew or purchase. Here, sometimes what happens is at the end of lease period or during the lease period, there is a chance that the leasee pays additional amount and purchases the asset. Default. In case if the leasee do not pay the lease amount, the asset will be retaken by the leaser himself. So what are the advantages of lease? If leasing is not present, what happens? The entire huge amount of capital is required for the purchase of the asset. Lease agreement is flexible, that is continuously changing from time to time. It is convenient, it means it is mutually agreeable by the both the leaser as well as leasing. Both the parties are benefited out of. Plan cash flows. The leasee takes the assets only after carefully examining the cash flow position and cash inflows and outflows in the next few years. The liquidity position of the leaser the liquidity position of the leasee will be increasing. The reason is if the liquidity position of the leasee is increasing because he can use the asset with minimum amount of expenditure. Risk of obsolescence. For example, I've taken a factory on lease for 99 years. After spending 5 or 6 years, the equipment was outdated. I cannot terminate my contract. So, in that case, there will be the who will lose completely, the leaser will completely lose. The leaser will completely lose if the equipment or other things is completely outdated. The leasing only can come out of the contract by withdrawing the fees, maintenance and specialization. All these services can be availed. Next, off balance sheet financing. In the sense, leasing provides off balance sheet financing such that the asset is recorded into the book of account in the book of account of the leaser. What are the advantages of leasing? The leaser will have large number of advantages. First thing, you will get a rent, which is nothing but profit with that he earns on the asset. He also can enjoy the tax benefit. He can get quick returns. You don't need to wait until the maturity of the maturity period. He can get immediately the returns after leasing the asset. What are the disadvantages for leasing? The main disadvantage for lease financing is the lease rentals include a margin for the lessor, also the cost of risk of obsolescence. If the asset is purchased and is given on lease, there is a chance that the asset may be outdated, or the asset may be spoiled or damaged, then or depreciated. All these are disadvantages for the lease risk. If the leasing company is winding up, then the leasing, if the leaser is winding up, then automatically the leasing has to resurrender the asset. He cannot make any changes in the asset until and unless he informs to the leaser. If the leasee want to cancel the contract, he has to pay the additional amount. Next, disadvantages for leaser. First and the foremost disadvantage is the asset may be depreciated or the value of the asset may be decreased as we move on. So the risk of obsolescence will be borne completely by the leaser. Next, sometimes the prices of the asset rises, but the lease rentals becomes fixed. So he will lose the expenditure. Leasing lessor cannot gain maximum returns as the time passes because the lease rentals are fixed. Next, types of lease. There are two types of lease. One is called as there are many types of leases, out of which we will discuss operating lease and financial lease separately because they are most predominant one and they have their own considerations. Now we'll see about the direct lease. Direct lease means right to use of the asset, use an asset will be taken directly from the manufacturer. The manufacturer themselves will lease the asset. Sale and lease back. For example, I do not have enough amount of money, but the equipment or the asset is very valuable. So what do? I sell my asset and again take the asset on lease from the owner. Leveraged lease with a small minimum amount of benefit and get financing from the lender, we can proceed to the lease transaction. Sales aid lease. Sales aid lease means here aid means help. Sales help will be provided, where the markets are there, where the potential customers are there, etc. All details will be provided by the leaser himself. Specialized lease. In specialized lease, apart from leasing the equipment, they also provide how to maintain the ledgers, how to maintain the accounting aspects, how to maintain the transparency will be provided. Small ticket lease means this is usually seen in case of assets with low value, financial value. Big ticket lease is usually seen by assets with a high investment value. Cross-border lease means it is a leasing agreement which is seen across the boundaries. That is international lease. So what do you mean by operating lease and what do you mean by financial lease? Operating lease is a short-term lease, whereas a financial lease is a long-term lease. Cost. The lessor pays the maintenance cost. Leaser pays the maintenance cost. Leasee pays the maintenance cost in case of financial lease. Financial lease is an exceptional case. Here, just like hire purchase, the ownership is transferred to the leasee at the end of the asset in case of financial lease. Next one is operating lease is cancelable when both the parties are agreed, but financial lease is a non-cancelable, non-changeable contract. Next here thing is the leaser bears the entire risk of the asset. Means if the asset is outdated or other things, the leaser will be losing. But the entire risk is borne by the leasee himself in case of financial lease, because the ownership will be transferred to the leasee at the end of lease period. This is an exceptional quality of financial lease. At the end of the period, what happens is the asset is not purchasable. It is surrendered back to the leaser. But in case of financial lease, I would like to continue. At the end of the contract, what happens? The asset is purchasable. Means the ownership is transferred from the leaser to the leaser. It's at the end of the asset. At the end of the purchase period, the asset is not purchasable. Means the asset is retransferred back to the leaser. It is a renewable contract. Means once the lease period is completed, they can again go for a second time lease. It is not renewable contract. Why do we say? Because once the lease period is completed, the purchase transaction has been finished, and the leaser has to transfer the ownership to the leasing. It is a short-term lease. That's operating lease is a short-term lease, whereas it is a long-term lease, so it is called as capital lease. That is financial lease. So what are the elements of a valid lease? When do we say that the lease agreement is valid? We say that the lease agreement is valid when the leasee is a major and leaseor may own the title and authority on even at the end of the lease. Here, leaser and leasee must have what we call soundness of mind. It's subject matter. Subject matter in the sense it's usually dealing with immovable property like flats, houses, or lots. It's consideration. Consideration means, for example, the lease rentals consist of premium and rent. Sometimes, in case of all types of leases, the lease agreement consists of only the rent. But in case of financial lease, the lease agreement consists of both the rent as well as the premium. Duration. Usually, the lease agreement is made for 11 months in case of immovable property, and even more amount of months if it is registered under Section 107 of Transfer of Properties Act. Delivery and acceptance. The leaser must deliver the contract, and leasing must accept the contract. What are the rights of leaser? Right to accretions means here until and unless specified to the leaser, the leasee cannot change any sort of changes. If there are any expenses made, then the leasee is answerable at the termination of tenancy period. And after the termination of the lease, the asset must be surrendered back to the leasee. The asset must be surrendered back to the leaser. Next one, right to collect the rent. Who has the right to collect the rent? The leaser has the right to collect the rent. Next, liabilities of leaser. First and the foremost liability of the leaser is duty of disclosure. He must conceal all the ailments in the asset. He must ensure that the asset is in right condition and right texture after it is leased. Latent defect. If there are any defects in the leasing, it must be in the leased equipment, then it must be informed. And at the same time, the leasee must inform all the latent defects in case of faulty operations of the asset. Apparent defect. Usually, this defect can be easily discovered through some inspection. If there is an apparent defect, then the leaser has to be answerable to give the possession. Who gives the possession to whom? The leaser gives the possession to the leasee, and leasee enjoys the presumed ownership of the asset. Next, convenient for quiet enjoyment means though leasee is not an owner of the asset, he assumes to be the owner during the lease period. Next, right of leasee. Leasee has a right to charge for repairs. If there are any repairs, he makes the repairs and he charges the amount for the repair of the asset during the lease period. right to remove fixtures. In the sense, during the time period of the lease, the leasee can have right to remove the fixtures, right to assign his interest. He can use the property or asset for any purpose during the lease period, which is legally acceptable. Right to have the benefit of crops. For example, a field is being leased, and the leasee can grow the crops as well as enjoy the fruits of the crops. Liabilities of leasing: duty to disclose material facts. Means if the equipment is damaged, it is the duty of the leasing to inform the leaser regarding the damage of the equipment during the lease period. Next, duty to pay rent. Next, if the leasee has to pay regularly the rent as specified in the lease agreement due to maintain the property. All the maintenance, lubrication of the equipment, or else all the other things has to be properly maintained by the leasee. It's the responsibility of the leasee to provide to maintain the leased asset. Duty to give notice. If the leasee wanted to cancel the contract, or if the lease period has been completed, he must give a notice to the leaser to re-surrender back the asset, to take back the asset. Liabilities of leasing: duty to use the property in reasonable manner. In the sense, the leasing must use the property in such a way that it is not damaged. Duty to not erect any permanent structure. Without the permission of leaser, he must not erect any sort of permanent structure. Duty to restore possession. Means after the completion of the lease agreement, the leaser has the right to take back the asset. Structure of lease rentals. There are large number of ways of payment of lease. First one, equal in annual plan. Means all through the year, the same lease rent is paid. Stepped up plan. As the time increases, lease rental also goes on increasing. Balloon plan. Initially, the payments are less and fixed, but slowly, as the time passes, the lease rental goes on expanding just like a balloon. Deferred payment method. Deferred payment means the lease rentals can be paid in number of installments. What do you mean by cross-border lease? Leasing across the boundaries can be called as cross-border lease. Sometimes the leaser may be situated in one country and leasee may be situated in the other country. And the asset may belong to the leaser country or the asset may belong to the leasee country. In this case, a cross-border lease is usually noticed. The equipment involved includes aircrafts, transportation, telecommunication equipment, etc. What are the highlights of cross-border lease? Leaser's ownership rights are supreme. The leaser remains the owner of asset even after the completion of lease period. Next, court respects the ownership repossession rights. The asset is given on rent. After the lease period is completed, the leaser can take back the asset. Even the legal suits will not be valid in case of ownership of the asset. Except one case, that is, except in the financial lease, the ownership is retained by the leaser, but in financial lease, the ownership is transferred back to the ownership of the asset is transferred to the leasee at the end of lease period in case of financial lease. Double tax avoidance treaty in many countries. Double tax in the sense that the leaser has to pay one, the sales tax for purchasing the asset. Second, for the first he has to pay the sales tax, and secondly he must also pay the double tax in the sense he must also pay the tax on the rentals if they are huge. Yes, withholding taxes on aircraft lease paid. Yes, what are the factors behind cross-border leasing? The main factor behind cross-border leasing is meet the manufacturer of parents sales objective. Here the leaser retains the ownership and he gets the rent during the period which he does not want it to use. Means strategic vendor objective. In sense, the lease can sell the lease, the leaser can sell the asset to the leasee at the end of lease period if he wants. Prospect and customer demand. Usually leasing activities will be undertaken for rent. If the demand is very high, then the leaser can charge higher amount of rent than the existing. If the customer relationship is good, then the leaser can take back the ownership of the asset and he can start the business on his own. These are the differences which we have used for the preparation slides. Okay. This is a small introduction regarding what do you mean by leasing, what are the types of leasing, what are the difference between operating lease and financial lease. Next, what is cross-border lease, what are the rights and obligations of the leaser as well as leasing. Thank you.